What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Car Hole, and tonight we got something a little bit different going on. We're going to be modifying my arcade one-up machines in a plug-and-play, very simple way. So there is an eBay ad that allows you to access different services to modify your arcade one-up machine. All you have to do is detach the PCB board, mail it out to them, they mail it back to you, you plug everything back up, and you're good to go. So let's take a look at the PCB board. I'll tell you a little bit about how to remove it. So the board itself is attached to the back of the monitor. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's real basic. You got the monitor, and this board is screwed to the back of it. All you have to do is unscrew these two, it pops right off. Then you got your control panel, your power, and your display port that you're going to be removing. Unplug those three. If you have a problem unplugging them, you can unscrew the board itself from the case by undoing those four. One of them is the ground that you have to undo anyway. You can take the whole board out, get a better grip on that, and pull those right out. So once you have this taken off, you mail it out, and they begin the process of working their magic, send it back to you, depending on the service that you requested, and you're good to go. So one other thing that I have to do is modify that Space Invaders cabinet to have a four-way joystick. It comes with a two-way joystick, left and right. We need up and down in order to access those modifications that we're going to have done. So I went ahead and got a arcade one-up stock Pac-Man joystick. Somebody took out theirs and replaced it. I reaped the benefits, and from what I understand, this is going to plug right up into the control panel, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get that control board out, and we're going to take a look and see how hard this is. It shouldn't be hard at all. Hopefully it's plug and play. I'm a complete beginner. If I can do it, you can do it. Let me get things ready. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're all set up on the couch, just like Ashens. Makes a great workbench for us. And what we're going to do is swap out this joystick. Well, due to the magic of YouTube, I already have swapped out the joystick, but I'm going to tell you a couple of the key things that you need to look out for when you're doing this. So, first, there is a plastic cover on top of this. You unscrew it, and this is what you're looking at. Now, you have your stock arcade one-up joystick, and in my case, I'm using a Space Invaders cabinet, so we only have left and right, and we're going to need at least four-way action. So after removing this, I did order a arcade one-up Pac-Man joystick that is four-way. Now I was told that as long as I order that, these 4-pin connectors should plug right up to the board. Now it seems that I have a Space Invaders with 5-pin connection, which I guess may be a second wave. So this joystick was pretty much useless. I ended up ordering another one off of Amazon. This was a $10 joystick off Amazon. I'll link it in the description. And everything seemed to plug up just fine. 5-pin connector. I believe I have 4-way and 8-way option on there. So it seems to be a pretty good joystick. Feels great in the hand. Actually did screw right up using those factory holes that were pre-drilled for me. So seems to be pretty secure in there. And I think we're good to go. So next thing to do is to send out these PCB boards. And just like that, they're back. Quick service from eBay, came back in just a couple days. Now I got hooked up with that eBay ad through the Facebook forums. If you guys go on there, mention a guy named Barry Sneaky. He can tell you where to find the eBay ad to get everything done. Plus there's tons of other people that have had this done as well. Brick Rod's one of them. I think you could look up his video on YouTube as well. Let's take a look at the game. So this was Space Invaders. Came with 2 games originally, Space Invaders Original and Color. And if we keep going down, we have Pac-Man, Pac-Man Fast, Pac-Man Plus, Galaga, Galaxan, Galaga Fast, Galaxan Part X. This adds a ton of value to this cabinet. When it came with just 2 games, sure, they're classics, but we want more out of these machines. They take up a lot of space in our house. So remember, we did have to replace that joystick with a 4-way. So we're good to go there. I got that ready to go. You notice it comes up with the same screen any arcade one-up system does, explaining your controls. Player 1 to continue. Loads up. And there we go. So there's our 4-way action, working great. And hold player 1 to restart. And we'll go ahead and select Galaga. Again, nice splash screen there. Start it up by hitting player 1. We're playing some Galaga on our Space Invaders cabinet. Works great. Everything is going to still function exactly as your arcade 1-up does already. So for me, this is a no-brainer to go ahead and have it done. But that's it for the Space Invaders machine. We'll take a look at the Rampage machine next. Alright, so now we're with the Rampage cabinet. We had 4 games added onto this one. It came with 4 to start off with. Rampage, Gauntlet, Joust, and Defender. And we added Super Breakout, Gauntlet 2, Tetris, and World Rally. Some of these function all 3-player, some of them function 2-player, some of them function 1-player. We'll take a look at each game because they are all well worth our time. And again, everything functions just as your regular 1-up does. And we'll get a little breakout action. It is kind of hard to control it with the joystick. I do wish that we had like a paddle. That would be cool. Maybe that's something I should look into adding. But there you go, Super Breakout. And then we'll go back to our main menu. Again, just like any other arcade 1-up that you have. Gauntlet 2. And there you got Gauntlet 2. So this cabinet now has Gauntlet 1 and 2, which is pretty awesome. I always wondered why they didn't come out with a specific Gauntlet cabinet. It would have been cool to see them have a few variations there of it. And there we go. Little Gauntlet action. I mean, we've all seen these games, so I'm not going to bore you too much by playing them. There I go. But again, let's go back quickly. Check out Tetris. Tetris loads up nicely. 1988 Atari Games version of Tetris. And this is 1-player or 2-player. Tetris is just such a classic. You could kill hours sitting here playing this. Alright, so I won't bore you guys by playing the games and showing you how awful I am at them. But the last one is by far my favorite edition, World Rally. Such an awesome game, such high intensity. Great graphics in my opinion for the time, of course. And this game has probably added the most value to my cabinets. I play this a lot, just on a quick little round. Like I said, it's such a great looking game. But that's it. That is the modifications that I did to my arcade 1-ups. They add tons of value, they add tons of fun. Cannot beat it for, I think it cost me about $25 each, including the shipping. So go ahead and get these things modified as soon as you can so that you can get the most value out of it. So those are the modifications that I had done. Again, just through a simple eBay ad, sending them out, getting them modified, having them sent back, and plugging everything back in. I doubled my value of each of these cabinets, saved some floor space on having to buy a few more so that we'll have some room when those pinball machines are finally available. So stay tuned, guys. I got plenty more coming to you. I do apologize for disappearing over the past few months. I had to take care of a few things in life, but as we say, the show must go on, right? So, please, subscribe, comment, like, dislike if you don't like. Thanks so much.